everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports.
Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Chiefs going up against the Broncos.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Single. All right, here we go. Green, 39. I got you, 88. I got you.
From the gun, it's Lynch. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. The play clock's running down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Lynch fighting, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Lynch. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Play action. Now Lynch. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And now Lynch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Lynch. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Here we go now.
After the interception, here's Lynch. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second down following the incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing again. Lynch. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Lynch. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for a loss of 5. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Lynch. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, and certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The first throw for the backup, Davis Webb. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 3rd down, Webb. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now. Green 30.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now it's Lynch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do. Their best players try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 33. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. It's Robinson, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Here's Ward. He's to the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Now the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, look at the juke. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They go play action with Lynch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down, Lynch. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Webb trying to get him to the line and set quickly. Again, it's Robinson. A nice little juke. Space to run past the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. They come up in an offset eye. On first and goal, Howard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Freeman. 75 yards. And here we go on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Throwing right, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw on 3rd down, Lynch. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kenny Clark able to get him for a loss of about 3. So the sack on 1st down there by the defense, and now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run here with Robinson. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 52 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Following the field goal on is the punter, Drew Kaiser, to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Operating from the gun, Lynch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lynch. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Now it's Lynch. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4th down. Here's Lynch. And he finds Daniels. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 8 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Fighting through pressure. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Lynch on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 8. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers?
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Webb. Letting one fly into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return will stop right. Around the 25. They go play action here on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They run. Robinson. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Toss play to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They run it with Ward. And some room to work. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. Freeman again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Broncos on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 28 yards on that one. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
No, check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down following the run. He's back to throw. He gets away from 1. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the one. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were one.